The conference title conversation of the day, the big boys, the SEC.
Simple.
It is. Georgia's line is minus 105. Alabama at FanDuel is plus 290. LSU plus 470. Here, Texas A&M, Tennessee, and Ole Miss rounded out as big long shots here. Georgia's laying juice on this. I'm actually pretty surprised at this, to be quite honest.
Why?
That they're laying juice. I'm
Why?
surprised they're laying juice. I don't know, because I'm
They're
not
the best team. They've
They
been
are the
the
best
best
team.
team.
that we're just going to go 100%. We're all in on this.
Well, this is what people do. I mean, as the book, you just put up what the people want. They want Georgia. They're going to get Georgia. They're going to pay. They're going to be minus. It's Georgia and Alabama, or it's Georgia and LSU, or
Georgia's
Alabama
schedule.
and LSU. Not there's. We can pretty much eliminate any one of the other three, right?
Well, yeah,
Or-
but here's the thing. They play at Auburn this year. Okay.
What schedule is this right now?
Georgia. This is Georgia's schedule. Okay.
UT Martin Skyhawks.
Skip everybody all the way down to Georgia. Okay. Just go all the way down to Georgia. They're not going to be pushed by anybody that they're playing until they get to Jordan Hare Stadium on the 30th of September. Then they got Auburn. Then they play Kentucky. Then they play at Vanderbilt. Okay. They should win every game up to the bye week. But their schedule, Florida, Mississippi, Missouri, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Georgia Tech are awful, but they could lose one game. It's possible. They could lose a game in there.
Which one?
I think they could lose at Tennessee.
Okay.
They could lose to Florida.
Okay.
So, or lose them both. They could lose them both. Okay. If that were to happen, obviously, this is Alabama's schedule. Crimson Tide, Texas week 2. Monster. Won't matter for the SEC, though, just for the college football playoffs. Alabama can lose that game. Texas can beat them. They've got home games, Ole Miss, and then they go at Mississippi State and at Texas A&M. Alabama stunk on the road last year. I'm saying this. I'm not putting it past Alabama to have 2 losses in the first half of their season.
Before the bye.
Texas, A&M, and Tennessee. Those 3 teams, they could lose 2 of those games.
It's fine. I'll give you that. This
LSU,
this list. I mean,
this is hard. LSU at home, tough game.
Ole Miss at Miss State, at Texas A&M, come back for Arkansas.
Yep, and Tennessee,
and then home against Tennessee. Wow, that's it. I mean, I give them credit. That's a decent stretch because how they get Middle Tennessee at the top and somebody named the Chattanooga Mocs.
That's what they always do. They always have that joke.
I know,
it's
but
a team.
The line on that game is going to be 100.
If there is a line on it, yeah. But that's before the Iron Bowl, but the Iron Bowl is on the road this year.
Okay, so what's LSU schedule? You got LSU schedule?
I do. LSU schedule is this: first game against Florida State doesn't matter because it's not an SEC game, but that's tough. Grambling doesn't matter. Grambling doesn't matter. Then at Mississippi State should be a win, but not that easy.
Okay.
At Ole Miss, okay. Tough.
Just dismissed Arkansas?
Yeah, I'm dismissing Arkansas completely, especially at home. At Missouri should be a W. Auburn at Baton Rouge is going to be an interesting game. They'll annihilate Army. Then they play their last 4 games. 3 of the 4, not easy for LSU. At Alabama, home for Florida, home for A&M. Which, by the way, that Gator game, LSU, Florida, better be at night. Please make that at night. That'll be an unbelievable atmosphere.
It's phenomenal that every time TBA is every game on this schedule except those first 3 are TBA because they can move them around.
Yeah, because they're good. They're going to night. They're going night games. Right, exactly. They're good. They're going. It's night because LSU will say, "Give us games at night," because there is nothing better as a college football fan than to go watch LSU at night.
Yeah, Penn State's night's pretty good too.
Give me the Cajuns. They eat better.
Some good food at the Penn State games too at night. Who's more likely to lose more games based on the schedules? LSU or Alabama?
Alabama.
Really?
Alabama. I'm telling you, I am not high on Bama this year.
I mean,
I'm
the
just not.
head-to-head matchup is going to decide who plays Georgia in the championship game.
Probably so. And it's at Alabama, so that's tough for LSU. They got to go in there and win. They've not gone in Tuscaloosa
Wow.
and won in a long time.
Man, oh man.
The SEC this year is going to be so fun. I think it is so wide open. I really do. I don't think
Wide open
Georgia's.
at the top. It's not a deep conference.
Disagree with you.
You think Texas A&M is good?
Good enough. A&M, Ole
Put
Miss.
those odds back up for all the teams, please.
This is to win the conference, though, not the national championship.
I understand. So, for real, like Texas A&M, Tennessee, and Mississippi are a legit shot to win this conference?
No, but that's not the question. You're talking about the depth of the conference. I'm talking about that's a deep conference. There's some good teams there.
There's 3 good teams and some mediocre teams. Stop with the SEC.
Mediocre.
Slander.
Mediocre.
It's all. This is where we talk. This is
not mediocre.
This is you got that SEC bias like some of these national media people.
This is not. It's not even a bias. It's a fact.
Texas A&M is good. When have they been good?
They're good enough. Jimbo's good enough. I mean, I would take the bottom of the SEC over the bottom of the Big Ten. Come on. Big Ten's garbage. Bottom of the Big Ten's trash. Indiana, Purdue, they're trash compared to SEC teams. They get routed. Bottom of the Big 12 is trash compared to the bottom of the SEC.
The SEC is caca.
I disagree with that point. Who is the bottom of the SEC? That's the problem. If who's on the bottom, okay, Missouri's bad. I'll give you that. Vanderbilt's bad. I'll give you that. But after that,
okay, well, that's just like Purdue and Indiana.
Well, I would actually put those over Vanderbilt, but I think from a Big Ten perspective, it's Northwestern, and then
Northwestern's
garbage. So
it's off the map. I don't even know I have no idea even what to talk. It's even uncomfortable to talk about. You say they fired the baseball coach.
Yeah, they're just firing everybody.
What the hell's going on?
And they're telling everybody by Zoom. I guess that's their MO.
Right?
They're telling the football team by Zoom, the baseball team by Zoom. Not even willing to go face to face.
Joe Paterno by the phone.
It's bad.
They called him on the phone. He got a rotary phone. He answered the rotary phone in his house. Hello, Joe. Thanks for the 50 years. You're fired. What?
Jeez.
Hello. Go on. Done.
Bama will lose 3 games this year. Mr. Freeze has put in the chat.
What? 3?
I don't think I'm telling you. I think 2 is. I'm starting at 2. I think 10-2 for Alabama is the record, and then they could fight 9-3. Their secondary and their ability to win on the road last year, and that was with a top 3 draft pick at quarterback. Their quarterback problem is big quarterback problem for Alabama. You got a lot of young kids having to go into really hostile environments to play against men defensively.
Boy, these Crimson Tide people are going to be very, very upset if they're 9-3.
Which is dumb, but you're right.
They're not going to be happy with that. The bowl game will be.
They'll go. I mean, they always, hold. After 1 year, they'll deal with it. But it's who they lose to is really going to matter.
Oh yeah,
because losing to Texas will piss them off beyond all belief. But if they lose to Auburn, they'll go crazy. If they lose to LSU, they'll freak out. It's all about who they lose to that really matters to them.
Right.
Tennessee, it's like they'll always hate Tennessee, and they're just like they should have lost last year, or they did lose last year. So be back-to-back years of losing to Tennessee, that will sting. Bama fans, it's just they wear their team on their heart more than anything else I've ever seen in my life. Their entire
can't wait.
year.
I mean, because again, we'll talk. Obviously, we'll talk a lot of football. Period. All football season, and the NFL is still what it is, and like Jay said, it's always king. But the college football landscape looks really, really fun this year.
Look, if I had to pick between what do I get to talk about, college football or NFL football, I'd rather talk college football.
Yeah,
I'd rather talk college. College is more fun to me. College is awesome, and I would have. 17-year-old Matt Peralt is really wanting to kick me hard in the nuts for saying, going what the hell are you talking about?
Right.
Because I didn't know a damn thing about it until I did it. And then I went to the ACC, and I went to the SEC, and I went to the Big Ten, I went to the Big 12, now in the Pac-12, Mountain West Conference. I've been all over the country. and you're like, I went to Texas, and you're like, yeah, this is really, really, really fun. Going to games, it's not even a fair conversation. It's like going to it's like going to a Taylor Swift concert or going to watch someone, in a coffee house, in a coffee house, playing in front of 5 people. Yeah. Like the atmosphere could not be less interesting and less fun to me. NFL games in person are boring. College games in person are amazing.
And there goes all the NFL sponsorship possibilities.
Okay. Oh well, I'll deal with it. I'll go see Gillette Stadium because they have that gigantic, gorgeous new board. So Patriot fans will still like me. We'll go and deal with those guys.
Right.
For you on Sports Grid, thank you for being here. We appreciate it. We will see you guys coming up on Monday. For you guys who are with us live on YouTube and live